Well, here we are. It's Monday morning, and over the weekend I was thinking about some things. I read these polls that say Biden could lose and what have you, and I said, why don't we just simply have a poll right here, right now, and ask how many people believe that every time Trump opens his mouth, the truth comes out, that he never lies, that he's the most honest man in the room at all times. And I'd be interested to see how crazy people really are. Okay, that's one thing. Two, you all know that I use Linux. I don't use Microsoft. I just have a thing about Bill Gates and Microsoft. I think he's like one of these people who wants to control the world. He's like what's his name from Zuckerberg from Facebook. They all want to control all the information in the world, and I just don't think that's cool. So I use Linux, and here's a little. And if you really want to know why, here's a little story. The Russian hackers a few days ago hacked into Microsoft's key facilities or systems, I should say. Now you read about this every 4 or 5 months or something like that. Microsoft's got something going on with hackers and whatnot they're after. And everybody says, well, it's the most popular one out there. It's also the most unsecure one. The United States government uses Ubuntu in its systems, but Ubuntu is the parent of Linux, okay? So the governments are doing this, and that's all over the world. They must know something. Microsoft is a very insecure platform, and it's okay for the average user because what do they got, a bank account with a couple $100 in it? They don't have to worry about it. Like me, I got a bank account with like I think $600 in it. That's it. But I use Linux, and I just feel safer doing that. And what was the next thing I just saw? Oh, LSD. One dose of LSD can help you can permanently remove anxiety. But let me tell you something about LSD. Back in the '60s, we did everything. You know, I was a hippie. Free sex, free love, whatever you want to call it. And we did LSD and pot and hash and didn't do any of the hard drugs. These were the psychedelic drugs. And I gotta tell you, LSD gave me anxiety, so I don't know how it's gonna cure you now, you know. But that's what that's how a lot of my friends got involved with LSD was through government testing because they wanted I don't know, they were looking for a truth serum or something. I don't know what it was, but they would take kids out of creative writing classes, give them LSD and a rubber pencil, and tell them to go write something. I don't know. And then the Pope opened up his mouth again today. Now I like the Pope. I like the Catholic religion. As religions go, it's kind of funny. Um, but the Pope opens his mouth today and says, "Why doesn't Ukraine run up the white flag and end the war?" Well, my thoughts on that, Pope, is hey, first of all, mind your own goddamn business. Second of all, why does it have to be Ukraine that surrenders? They weren't the aggressors. They're not the ones that are being slaughtered. You want them to give up everything that they're fighting for, give up all their freedoms, give up all their land, and give it to Russia. Russia doesn't like you either. There's some crazy shit going on out there, folks. People saying some dumb shit, you know. You got Marjorie Taylor Greene in this country. You've got everybody all over the world. I mean, you get people in Britain and people everywhere else just going around and saying crazy shit, you know. And I can tell you, I keep finding these. There's a lot of stuff going on now about Republicans collapsing on live TV, which I think they're talking about making fools of themselves and whatnot. You got the Midas touch. You got Brian Taylor Cohen with the Republican goes down in flames, an insane interview. Got a GOP congressman quartered after bigoted attacks instantly goes bad. This is left and right, you know. Trump has mental collapse during rally. I don't know when that was. That's on one of those things they call shorts on the YouTube channel. I just think it's you know, a certain percentage of this has to be true. All right, that's statistically, you know. That's like why I believe in aliens. I mean, did you ever take a look at the trillions of stars and they don't even know how many can. They say so many can inhabit, can support life as we know it, not as some aliens know it or something like that. So I just think the possibility, the odds say that there's got to be other living creatures out there of cognitive, intellectual similarity or something like that. I don't know, to us, you know. So that's like saying, you know, if you, I mean, you know, Donald Trump believes that if you throw shit at a wall long enough and hard enough, eventually something will stick. You know, and that's the way I think all politicians think now. Again, you know, they're out there. Going around and throwing crap around to see if something will stick to their opponent. They have no idea, but they don't care. If they walk into a room full of 100 people and they get 2 people to believe their bullshit, they're happy. You know, it's kind of strange the way they work that, but that's just the way they are. Okay, Monday's done for now. I'm sure something will happen and I'll be back later. Everybody have a good day.